Hello everybody. Different people have actually been asking me a question of what can they do now that they have seen their JAMB result. You've seen your JAMB result now and you discover that it is actually a disappointment because according to the JAMB board, they declared that over 1.5 million students actually scored less than 200 in the just concluded JAMB examination, the UTME that is required of every student in Nigeria to do before entering a university or higher institution in Nigeria. So what can you do if actually you've gone below expectation, that is below the 200 mark? That is what I am going to be talking about in this video. So if you are ready to actually listen to this, I want you to follow me. Again, my name is Ayurinde Samson Oluwatobiloba and I am a third year student of Ekiti State University from the Department of Arts and Language. What exactly you can actually do now that you've seen your JAMB result. But I will need to point out to you first, please be mindful of scammers. A lot of people will be online now telling you that, oh, there's no problem about your JAMB score, I am going to upgrade it for you, I am going to do this and that. Most of these people are called educationists online. Beware of them. They're on WhatsApp, Facebook, every social media handle that you are, they are also there. Be mindful of them. There's nothing like JAMB upgrade. Nobody can work your admission unless you know them more personally. That alone, I don't know. But if you meet them online, please run away from that. It is a scam. Now that you've seen your result, what I would actually advise you to do is actually to do a change of institution. This is very, very important. If you feel that the school you've chosen will not go less, then you need to change or do change of institution. I have always been asking some students that have come to my DM saying that they scored below 200. And I have always been asking the question, whose fault is it? Is it the fault of JAMB or the fault of students? Whose fault? So I would actually want you to ask yourself more personal questions. Whose fault? But I would not want to discuss more about that, but if you are interested in actually hearing my own opinion about it, I want you to comment under this video that I am interested in actually knowing whose fault it is. Is it the JAMB fault or the student fault? And if you want to give your own opinion also, you can put it down in this comment section. But that's not the proper aim of this video. We are trying to talk about what you can do, and I've said you can do change of institution. And if you feel like the school you have chosen is actually capable enough of actually going below, that is, they can reduce the standard, then you can come down a little bit. But if you are actually desperate of actually getting admission this year, change institution. Do change of institution. Apart from change of institution, you can do change of course. Some institution can still go below 200, but that particular course that you have chosen, if it is a competitive course, you can make a decision to actually change it to a less competitive course. That is if you just choose any course. But if the course you have chosen is actually the course that you've loved so much, is actually the course that you find your interest in, I would still advise change to another institution. I can give you some recommendations if you want. Just comment it down under this video if you want recommendations from me on universities in Nigeria or polytechnics or colleges of education that you can change to, and will definitely accept less than 200 marks. Third thing I would like to say about this video is that if you score less than 200, you've seen your result. Don't assume you've seen your result now. Do your printout. But there are some institutions in Nigeria that don't even need the UTME to give you admission. There are schools like this, different schools in Nigeria, different institutions in Nigeria that will not require for UTME. They will just require for your O-levels, and then you can do some certain forms of examination just to be qualified. You don't need your O-levels. If you need these names of institutions, comment down on this video so that I will be able to send those names to you and every other information you need about them. So thank you for watching this video, and I wish you success in your journey of actually gaining admission into the university and course of your choice. Success in Jesus' name. Bye.